This episode is all about potatoes, and Tomas is in Central Washington, where it all begins at a potato farm.
Just outside of Connell, potato farmer Nick Johnson is keeping the family tradition alive. He's a fourth-generation farmer with a lot of pride in his farm, growing about 2,000 acres of potatoes each year. How many different varieties of potatoes are you growing, and what do we see here?
This is a russet Burbank. They're used for pretty much everything: French fries, hash browns, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes. This year, we're growing 13 different varieties.
Wow.
It seems like everybody wants a little bit of everything, so that's what we try to provide.
You come from a long line of farmers. So was there a point that you just said, I'm gonna be a farmer?
Yes.
When was that?
I think I was 6 or 7. Being with Dad out in the field, I just knew it was something I wanted to do. My family's been doing it for 100 years, and that's important to me.
What would it mean for you if your kids ended up coming back to the farm?
I'm hoping as they grow up on the farm and work here and realize the value of a hard day's work and being able to work with family, how important that is, and it's something they'll choose to do, but if they decide to go elsewhere, if it makes them happy, then great.
In order to grow potatoes, the next generation of farmers will continue to need irrigation. So taking steps to conserve water now is important for the future. Tell me a little bit about the advances that you guys have done in terms of irrigating and watering these potatoes.
We're using a third less water than we were even 15, 20 years ago. Part of that is through sprinkler technology, part of that is through our own irrigation planning, and part of that is just straight conservation.
Where's all this water coming from?
It's coming from the Columbia River. It starts up at Grand Coulee Dam and pumps up into Banks Lake and then through the irrigation project. And so this water has made the trip all through Central Washington to get to here to water these potatoes. These sprinklers, they're a precision application that has really allowed us to conserve and reduce the amount of water that we use and still grow a high quality crop.
To make sure the right amount of water is used, Nick utilizes a tool that measures how much water is in the soil.
It takes moisture readings at 1 foot, 2 feet, and 3 feet, because that's what the root structure of the potato plant will reach down to, is 3 feet below the surface.
Oh, wow.
The company sends us the information on how much water we've applied, how much water is at each level, and then they have a calculation to determine and forecast how much water we need to apply over the next 7 days.
It's not just throwing seeds in the dirt, is it?
No. I wish it was that simple.
Everybody would be doing it. We took a drive over to a nearby WSU research station so Nick could show us the latest step in irrigation technology that allows for variable levels of water application.
Based off of a field map that's done by GPS, you can water certain areas of the field more or less than others, and that's directly related to if that area of the field has a different soil type or just holds water better.
Now, once this sprinkler system starts coming over the road, a lot of these nozzles are just going to shut off because it knows that there's nothing there to water.
Correct. It doesn't need to apply the water, so it's not going to. We strive and we bend over backwards to make sure that we are stewards of the land, that we are conserving water and resources, because we can't afford for that stuff to go away. We do it better than anywhere in the world here in Washington, and continue to be the best. We have to have this technology and utilize it to be as efficient as possible. It's about growing a quality product, it's about continuing a century-old family legacy, and it's about growing safe food. We provide a safe food source for those in our country and around the world, and it's nice knowing that we've done our part in that regard.